Well, hello. This is Luke Voulgarakis from LV Life, and I'm here in my car because I'm outside the dog groomers waiting for the dog to get bathed. And so I thought I would use my time appropriately. No, what's the word? Not appropriately. I would use my time efficiently and record tarot videos from here. So welcome to your quick tarot for week commencing 16th of December. Let's see what we've got. So as always, I'll start with those general energy readings, and then we're going to do sign by sign. So please do look forward to your sun, moon, and rising. Those timestamps will be in the description for you. You can also have a private reading with me if you want. lukevoulgarakis.com/tarot. Got a little deal this month that if you want a 12-month year ahead reading, I normally do that for £60. I can do that for £50 for you. A little Christmas treat. Talking of Christmas treats, I also have Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links if you wanted to make me a little Christmas donation to help me keep doing what I do and keep my business running and my wellbeing centre running. December's not a great time of year for wellbeing businesses, so every little helps, as they say. Okay, let's do these general energy readings. And here's what we've got. So we have got here the eight of swords. We've got the Hanged Man, and then the Two of Pentacles. So this Eight of Swords is reversed. The only thing blocking you is what I would say with that one. If you look at the picture, there are all these swords, and this person is bound and tied behind them, but the sword that's actually blocking their path is moved to the side. So there's nothing physically stopping you moving forward, apart from your mindset, apart from fear, apart from the things that you're overthinking. And so I feel like a lot of the problems that you have are actually in your head, dare I say it. And it's not that, real things don't happen, or that, that you're not a realist. But I definitely think there's an aspect of it's worse in your head than it is in reality. Yes, the path forward is a little bit rocky, but it's definitely worse in your head than it is in reality. And nothing is physically stopping you. So I think it's time for you to start challenging that mindset that you have around whatever the situation or circumstance is. And then we've got the Hanged Man, and of course the Hanged Man is reversing his view of the world. So if your mind is holding you back at the moment, the Hanged Man is trying to look at a new perspective. He's not being hung, he's hung himself by his ankle. And he's got this sun beaming around his head, and that's the concept of kind of new ideas, new thought processes, new thinking patterns. Just looking at the world differently, perhaps looking at the other perspective, looking at a brighter perspective, being more optimistic, being even more pragmatic in a sense. Because sometimes we can get so caught up in the thoughts and fear and the drama of a situation that we can't actually see the reality of it. And that's that kind of pragmatism, a sense of just, it is what it is, we are where we are, and we're going to do what we're going to do with it, rather than just panicking and flapping. And then we've got this Two of Pentacles, and I feel like this situation is going to involve a little bit of fine balancing. Maybe it's like, for me, when I look at this, I feel like it's like a work-life balance thing, or a money balance, or just something where things are out of kilter at the moment. You maybe need to rein things in a little. You maybe need to figure out what a healthy balance looks like, rather than tipping too far in one direction or another. So that's the general energies reading at the moment. So you can proceed if you can get out of your mind and into the real pragmatic aspect of the situation, and just try and change your mindset a little bit, try and think a bit differently. Maybe even someone can come in and help you think a bit differently. That could be that Hanged Man energy. Maybe it's somebody else coming in with a different perspective or view and saying, do you know what, you can do this, and this is how you do it. So, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help from people if you need it, or advice, or just another perspective or view. Okay, now let's go sign by sign for your sun, moon, and rising. We've got Taurus. Let's see what we've got for Taurus today. Ooh, the Tower card's a biggie. The Tower is when everything comes crashing down, but it clears the path for something new, something better. The universe has greater ideas for us than we have for ourselves. So if you feel like things at the moment aren't necessarily going your way, or you feel like this general energies we just talked about, this situation feels like it could bring everything crashing down, perhaps that's the fear that's holding you back, you've got to allow it. You need to allow that to happen so that you can lean into clearing the path, leaning to whatever the new tower is going to be, the opportunity to rebuild again. So I feel like you kind of have to let it crash down this week. Okay, Virgo. Who got the Two of Wands reversed. That's opportunities, right? You know, I always break into the whole world in his hand when I see this. I'm not going to do it today. But he is holding the whole world in his hand. And I think if we look at that general energies, are you struggling with a decision? Are you struggling with, one way or another? Perhaps the two is often like a crossroads. You need to lean into what's going to give you the most expansive opportunity. What part of that decision is the most expansive part? And then you want to go in that direction, the thing that opens up the world for you, not the thing that makes your world smaller, but the thing that makes your world bigger. All right, Capricorn. Aha, we have got this Seven of Cups. You're in control of, or you need to be in control of the people around you. Doesn't mean controlling them, but it's about controlling your energy towards them. Because some people around you are wonderful, they're like jewels and crowns, and people around you have got more like snake and gargoyle energy. And so where are you putting your energy? Who are you choosing to listen to? Who are you choosing to liaise with? And maybe you want to understand who is who and what role they're playing, and then put your energy more into the good stuff, like the crowns and the jewels, rather than the other stuff. So really figure out who's who around you, get a clear idea of that, and then utilize their roles to your benefit. And it doesn't mean that you don't have to engage or listen to or respond with everyone. Just utilize the people that are really serving you, that are part of that journey in a positive way for you. All right, Sagittarius. Got the Seven of Wands reversed. This is about putting your stakes in the ground. Like, it looks like it's really hard work, and it is. But I feel like this is an aspect of really laying the groundwork for the future. Like really understanding, if your inner turmoil is distressing you, confusing you, stressing you out, you need to know that every action that you take towards that is laying foundations for something better, something greater, for a brighter future. So even when you're stressed, like, what's the lesson? Or how is this serving you in the long run? Like, focus on that long game energy, because everything that you're doing now is really, really laying that groundwork. All right, so I think that was Sagittarius. You know what? I'm going to need to check my cards because they're sliding all over my car. That was Sagittarius. All right, Leo. Let's go with Leo. The Magician reversed. Are you struggling to bring things into fruition at the moment? You've got all of the ability. Maybe you've got all of the ideas as well. You know what you want, but you're just not seeing it come to the forefront. You're not seeing it happen at the moment. Nothing really to say in terms of action taking here. Just a sense of, like, just keep focusing on the vision. Keep that vision in mind. It's happening. It just might not be happening in the time frame that you're desiring, but it's happening. The work is happening. So just really focus on that vision, Leo, because I feel like the more clarity you get on the vision, the more likely it is to come into fruition. All right, Aries. Aries. Tell the negative committee that meets inside your head to sit down and shut up. You know, that's one of my favourite sayings. Yeah, like this is understanding. It's like picking and choosing your battles, isn't it? But with yourself, like what is worth getting yourself wound up about? You know, because it serves a purpose. It helps you to problem solve. It keeps you safe from vulnerabilities, and also then what is worth letting go, because some stuff keeps you awake at night for no good reason. And so you really want to lean into that, Aries, just really leaning into knowing that some stuff in that negative committee serves you because it keeps you safe, it keeps you action planning, and you know, it keeps you on your toes, but other stuff is just winding you up. And so really recognize what's worth keeping and what's worth letting go, picking and choosing your own battles. All right, Gemini. Four of Pentacles. Stop worrying about money. From a physical perspective, you're fine. You've got these pentacles at your feet. You're grounded with money or homes or finances, or your physicalities of life are actually fine. There are people in the world far worse off. From a universal perspective, the universe has you dropping in this pentacle from above you, but here you are still holding on tight, clutching on, worrying, being fearful. You don't need to be. The universe has got you. Doesn't mean you have to be frivolous. Not frivolous. That's not a word. Doesn't mean you have to be frivolous. It just means you don't need to hold the fear. You don't need to hold the fear. Aquarians. Ooh. Oh, sunshine lollipops. This is like completion in terms of people around you, like real joy and completion in a sense of knowing you've got the right people in the right places, and that feeling really good and right. And maybe you've been on a journey to get the right people in the right places, the right people surrounding you, uplifting you, supporting you, people that get you. Maybe it's been a journey trying to get there, but now it's like the celebration aspect. Like you've got the right people exactly where they need to be. That really resonates with me as an Aquarian. So embrace that and celebrate that and enjoy that, because that's, you know, you worked hard to get there, to get the right people around you. Libra, Page of Cups. What a surprise. Maybe even like a relationship or a people surprise. Like maybe someone's just gonna drop something in that makes you go, oh, I wasn't expecting that. You know, so that's really nice. Like good energy, but I feel like also this surprise isn't just a kind of one-off thing, isn't just a drop in the ocean moment, but it's like it's got some longevity to it. It's got like a plan. It serves you in a way that lasts longer. So I think this surprise is gonna maybe just stick with you, maybe hang around a bit, maybe lead to something that is kind of really meant for you. Okay, Cancerians. Cancerians, contemplation. It's time for you to hang back a bit. I feel like it's time to really recognize and realize who you've got around you and their roles and purpose for you. How do they make you feel? How do they support and uplift you? How do they slot into your world? And I think that when you can really stop to analyze who you do have around you and the relationships that you do have, things are going to become clearer. Like this cloud, like an aha moment. I feel like the penny's going to drop in a sense of clarity for you about who is really there for you, who is really worth your effort, who really uplifts and supports you. And I think that you just need to spend some time really reflecting on who you have got, and realizing maybe how lucky you are to have a good, you know, small handful of people that really are there. All right, Scorpio, the Justice card reversed. I feel like if you're looking for resolutions with stuff, you might not get them. Like, I think you need to start feeling okay with moving on without seeing justice being served, just knowing that karmically the universe is taking care of it, and you may never be privy to that information. So if you're waiting for an apology or a conversation or an explanation or even some matters to be resolved, you may not get that. But how can you lean into understanding that it's okay that you don't get to witness that result? You can just move on without it. That is your goal, really, is to try and move on without seeing justice being served, just trusting that the universe is taking care of it. All right, Pisces. The Lovers. All right, my lover. We've got divine energies coming together. It doesn't have to be romantic. That's the literal translation, obviously, but just divine energies coming together, things starting to really kind of expand, grow, erupt like a volcano, but like in a really kind of exciting, eventful way. So I just feel like two energies really kind of taking on the world together, but maybe like really divinely orchestrated then when we see this kind of angel character. And that big sun above, like divinely orchestrated connections, really working together to kind of to to fulfill their purpose. And also the nudity in that card always represents a bit of vulnerability. So perhaps this is someone that you can really connect with, really be your true self with. So yeah, that's exciting. All right, well there we are. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week ahead. Nearly Christmas. Like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, please, because they're all free to do and they help me out. Thank you so much. Bye.